Here are 6 tips for time management. The first tip is starting by setting goals. Create a long to-do list of everything that you can think of that you'd like to accomplish, and then prioritize that list by thinking, what do I absolutely need to do so that I feel okay before I go to sleep tonight or when I'm waking up tomorrow morning? And this should allow you to shorten your to-do list to some high priority items, maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 items at the top of your list that'll help you focus on what's most important right now. It's also really helpful to consult a calendar while you're doing your to-do list, and this will allow you to have small deadlines before the larger assignments are due. The second tip is to establish a routine. Try to reflect on what works well for you given the course of a day and a week of your school life, and then decide, okay, this is how I want to add some punctuation to my days. One way to do this is to have a dedicated workspace that allows you to be productive when you sit down and do your work at home. The third tip is a Mark Twain concept, and that's the idea of starting with the frog. The frog is the least appealing task that you have on your list. And this is a little bit different than what so many of us have been taught. Many of us have been taught to start with the easiest task, to just simply begin our work. And this idea is to start with the least appealing tasks so that we get that out of the way, and then the rest of the work is easier. And I would just encourage you to be experimental with this one. The fourth tip is figuring out how to hold yourself accountable. Many people can be accountable to themselves and have an internal drive to accomplish all that they need to do. Sometimes that's all they need to think about to cross something off their to-do list, but I would say most of us often rely on external accountability partners. Verbalizing what you'd like to accomplish to someone else can really help you to both articulate your plan and then also have someone else checking in with you about the status of all that you need to do. And then the fifth tip is to figure out different ways to help minimize distractions. A few techniques for this are to put your phone on Do Not Disturb, put your phone slightly out of reach from where you're working, and then to clear all the tabs on your computer except for the one that you're working on. It's been disproved that we are good multitaskers. So being able to just think about one assignment at a time will allow us to have more clarity and do our best thinking. And then the final tip is to use a timer. This can be helpful for people who are having trouble sitting down to start their work, and also people who are having trouble getting up and taking a break. So try to time yourself for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, and then repeat this pattern 4 times and then take a longer 15-minute break. And this can be really helpful for those of us who have difficulty initiating assignments, and then anyone who has trouble stopping their work. We really hope that these tips are helpful to you, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.